Namaste. Let's assume that you are an accused in a case and you walk into a court, and even before you speak or your defending lawyer presents your case, the judge pronounces you guilty. How would you feel? You would be tempted to say, "Oh my Lord, at least give me a fair hearing. What you just went through in your life is just one more episode of the thousands and thousands of episodes of prejudice that we all go through. We are both the recipient and the dispenser of such behavior as well. Prejudice, judging prior. This is something that has serious impact at an individual level, at a family level, at a society level, and at a global level. At an individual level, it makes us not to be in harmony with ourselves. There is a continuous rage, there is a continuous hatred, a lot of discordant notes running inside of us. The moment I see someone, even before I know them well, it takes a lifetime to know someone really well, 20, 30 years perhaps. And we find it quite easy to jump into a notion based on whatever judgment of that person is. And that spoils a relationship potentially with that person once and for all. At a society level, it leads to a lot of intolerance, hate crimes, a lot of stuff. At a global level, it even has serious economic repercussions. All it boils down to is because of the individuals, starting with the individuals, thinking, which is not based on any possible rationale. After all, if you look at children, at least up to the age of 3 or 5, apparently scientists have confirmed that these people the children don't have prejudice. Even if someone has spoken harshly or badly or whatever, they just remember it for a few minutes or maybe for a day, and then they're back to normal with that person. They have learned the art of being in the moment, as they call. Even if there is a memory, they just get over it and then carry on with the relationship. Scientists did some great experiments by showing a series of images and videos of several people to a chosen subjects. And then they tracked two critical components of the brain called the insula and the amygdala. Apparently, these two were getting really activated whenever a person saw a video or a photograph. And their prejudice, the moment they saw a video or a photo or an incident that was shown to them, they immediately jumped to conclusions and started behaving in certain way to those subjects. Even at a watching level of that movie or a photograph. And then they came out with certain surprising revelations. Why is man prejudiced? Why do we rush into judgments and putting people in what we call as a weighing scale and deciding whether the person is good or bad, and then forming permanent relationships in our mind with that person once and for all, and based on that being prejudiced with that person? Isn't it possible that a person who has behaved badly on 5 occasions might actually turn around to become a good person on the 6th, but for our prejudice? Anyway, coming back to that experiment, the scientists found out that one of the fundamental causes of prejudice comes from our need to survive, to exist. By the continuous impact of amygdala, they found out that, and insula, they found out that whatever aids mentally based on the reaction of insula and amygdala, that will make our existence better. We formed positive opinions in such situations. Whenever I saw a person, whenever it invoked a reaction inside me based on that person's caste, creed, political affiliation, color, religion, whatever, that immediately triggered a reaction inside saying that this person's relationship or presence is harmful, and hence we form a prior judgment, prejudice in our mind, in our head, and then we start thinking logically to justify that my prejudice is right. This is one of the worst plagues, much worse than the virus that is currently attacking the world. Is there a solution? There are several solutions. One of the solutions that I shared just a few minutes ago is to see if we can be in the moment. When we don't relive the past, nor worry about the future, we are to a great extent living in the moment and not burdened with the need to be prejudiced about any person or about any situation. But that's not easy, extremely difficult. It takes a lot of practice. Meditation is one of the tools which allows people to start learning to be in the moment. Heartfulness meditation, for example, or any other choice of meditation that you have, allows you to calm the mind and see you more from an observer or a witness perspective, stopping you from being prejudiced to that situation or to that person. Practicing compassion, practicing love, practicing giving up. Our ability to move away from fear to a life of love and courage. Fear is what triggers amygdala and insula to make us react because we see everything as a survival situation, which actually in real life is not. If we start slowing down, learn to pause, learn to reflect from the heart instead of the mind, slowly over a period of time. For some people it takes a few years, for some people it takes a lifetime. But we all have had it when we are children. We know how not to be prejudiced. The idea is to become childlike in any situation and go by the flow based on what our heart says. Won't the world become a far better place when we all accept others for what they are and learn to peacefully coexist? Won't that kind of a world become the most peaceful and happiest place for us to live? This is what great movements like heartfulness and so many other movements are aiming to achieve in this world. Let's all work together, let's all meditate, let's all be compassionate and loving to see if one of these primordial evils of this society, if not be eradicated, at least be moderated and tamed. I wish that day unfolds soon, and let's all pray for that. Thank you.